Bro, these fucking sim characters on here be like looking like a little crazy.
I am recording this. Fair warning. Is that really necessary?
This shit is crazy.
Look, Joe, 6 feet.
Like, look at this. Look at their fucking characters. Straight up jiggle.
Where the buffalo roam.
Is that praying?
Where the deer and the antelope play.
How did we get here? And even worse, is it worth it?
Where seldom
At the cost of being at war with your neighbors?
a discouraging word.
That's why I'm running for mayor.
And the skies are not
Mayor Eddington.
all day.
Thank you super duper very much. I used to think that you were some big deal. But I am a much better human being than you.
Who are you talking to? There's nobody here.
Home, home on the range.
Husband, sheriff, mayor to be.
Where the deer and the antelope
You want things simple and neat. We are in a fight against evil.
seldom is heard.
These are your streets. No, they're your streets to keep safe.
You know how death works, yeah.
People are going to be looking here now.
Keep your own office going, but you're going to run mine.
So we vote Joe Cross, take back our community,
Hell yeah.
save our soul.
Your pain is not a coincidence. You are not a coincidence. We
Are not a coincidence.
We need to free each other's hearts.
Okay, so far, I like how fluid the combat is. I like
When there's a storm raging in your soul, you gotta thank God that you're still growing old. If them demons you're fighting won't go away, drop on your knees and pray. Don't let your past define your name. We will all be judged the same someday. Life can get hard sometimes, I know. You gotta
Places his hand next to my face, winds it back. I try to move out of the way, but this other kid holds me in place. Dale, you don't have to do this. It's too late, Yo-Yo. A gorilla wins! How in the world did we get here? Well, to get into that, I have to describe public school. See, in one of my previous videos, I talked about how public school didn't teach us anything, and anyone who has attended American public school knows why. Yo, before we start off this video, I want to say I have finally dropped merch. We have these oversized boxy tees. We have this design on the front, this design on the back. These are samples, so they don't have it, but all of them are gonna have like this puff print material that kind of rises off the shirt. They're all thick, like they're not cheap shirts that we're printing on. So if this is something that you'd be interested in copying, the link will be in my description and I have it on the screen right now. The shop's gonna be open for a limited time, so if you want to cop some, I would suggest doing it soon. To anyone who does cop the merch and also wants to see future drops, because I'm gonna be doing consistent drops because this is like a clothing brand type of thing, follow the IG for the clothing brand. It's run by me. I'm designing everything. I'm gonna be designing everything for a long time. And also I'll be giving very consistent updates on the shipping and everything because I want everyone to know like where their stuff is and stuff like that. So follow it there. I would really
Hey, yo, if
appreciate
you're
the
watching,
support.
please
And
hit
let me
that
know in the
follow button
comments
for
if you
your
cop
boy.
some.
I'm
I'll
a
definitely be
content
looking at
creator,
that.
and
And
yes, I
thank
do
you.
make
Damn,
content.
it's so
Check my
hot today.
Instagram, check my YouTube. I both draw
Because
and I
American
make
public
skits.
school is a war zone. The only
Sure,
thing that
whatever
students
it
do
is.
is
Man,
fight
dog, gotta
or
fuck him up
fight
too.
and disguise
Alright,
it as a game. You're not gonna look me in the face and tell me slap boxing isn't scrapping. You are lying to yourself if you're gonna tell me shooting hornets wasn't personal. Some kids will put staples in them. Shit, I've used 2 rubber bands. That's basically a hollow tip. Axe body spray was the locker room version of World War II mustard gas. We were in the trenches, bro. We didn't learn anything because
Oh,
we were
shit.
too busy trying to not get caught lacking. I know anyone who had this haircut had to walk the halls with their head on a swivel. Well, why is that, yo? I'll tell you. In the past, I told a story about a barber absolutely destroying my hairline, so much to the point that I needed to go bald. Now, there's nothing wrong with being bald if you don't mind your head being treated like a bag of rice at a damn Costco. Being bald in public school is a one-way ticket to getting the back of your head absolutely violated. And it was always the kids whose parents let them grow out their hair that would do the slapping, like, you don't know my pain. But that's only a mild example of the absolute physical and mental abuse that is American public school. Off the top of my head, no pun intended, I can think of 2 that really got me lacking. Necking and the slap game. Now, necking was simple. If you say something dumb, someone would say, give me your neck, or that's a neck, and then slap the back of your head. On paper, it looks like a harmless game, but the only problem with it is the lack of clarification of what dumb is. Most of the game was just debating if what you said was really dumb or not. For example, I remember this one time we were watching King Kong in school. Now, I was in the back of the class sitting with a group of kids, and one of them asked,
Yo, who will win in a fight? A grizzly bear or a gorilla?
Now, the answer to this question is very obvious, which is what I thought, but everyone seems to get this shit wrong. I want you to guess right now between a grizzly bear and a gorilla which one you think would win. Don't even wait for me to say the answer, because the answer is obvious. I want you to type it in, and if you're wrong, I want you to hear me say the correct answer. Look at your answer, and I want you to feel dumb and type it in right now. Like the video while you're there. The correct answer is a grizzly bear. Easily, bro. They're like twice the size. They literally have weapons on the end of their fingers. The bite force is better. The only thing a gorilla has is thumbs. Is that motherfucker holding a gun? I don't think so. And even if it was a gun, it would have to be a specific gun because the
I'm Craig Newmark. I'm the guy who started something called Craigslist. Nowadays, I'm devoting all my attention to protecting the country. It's a lot like in World War II, but this time, the fight we need to prepare for is through cyberspace. Imagine you wake up tomorrow, there's no electricity, there's no water, the stock market collapses, our hospitals go down. Their attacks can do a lot of damage to our country by disrupting our critical infrastructure. The battle for our future, it's here and now.
I usually like a lot of like mission. And this game has a whole online community of people.
skin is so... I'm gonna get hot because a bear, grizzly bear specifically, but it's easy, bro. So I say that, and this kid who I'll name Dale gets on me for saying that because he's just convinced a gorilla would have no problem dealing with a bear. And he was absolutely riding for gorillas while I'm defending my case. Mind you, this kid was like 6'1", 200 pounds. So I guess his big brolic ass took my gorilla slander personally. so we're arguing and he goes,
Yo, a gorilla is not losing to a grizzly bear. Man, give me your neck.
After those 4 words were uttered, the group goes silent and just looks at me. Wait, no, I'm right. I promise you. I feel the grip strength of 1,000 suns grab the back of my head, yank my head down to reveal my completely vulnerable neck. This strong ass nigga didn't even give me the chance to explain why a bear wins, because it wins! But I can only look in horror as I see his hand raise over my head, almost perfectly mimicking a guillotine as it raises to behead its next victim. And as fast as his hand raised, his hand comes down. My ears are ringing, my spine is tingling, my toes are curling. This nigga rocked me so hard, I could only see stars. I fall to the ground and everyone goes back to watching the movie. The craziest part about all of this is that no one got in trouble because it was just seen as a game. No, please, I'm telling you, I'm right.
Hey, y'all, be quiet now. These goofy kids.
So after getting back up, the only thing on my mind is get back. Now, I can't fight him because I get in trouble. You'd also get your ass beat. I'd get in trouble. My only other option was a slap game. Now, the slap game was a lot more structured. You had actual rules. You challenge someone and put your hands out, and then they put their hands on top of yours. And your goal is to basically flip your hand over and slap theirs. If you miss, or if the person dodges, you guys swap positions. However, if the person who's dodging flinches 3 times, you get to slap their hand. And if that happens 3 times, you get to slap the person in the face and you win. I think you guys understand my goal by now. So recess comes along and I challenge Dale to the slap game. Once again, this dude is a unit, and I was small and skinny at the time, so there's no way his reaction time could even compare to mine. Dale steps up. I'll let you go first, Yo-Yo. Now this was concerning to me because letting someone go first is bold, because you have to have absolute faith in your reaction time to not care if the other person goes first, because if you don't dodge, they'll just sweep you. So we set up, and a common move you can make is to move your head kind of like a pump fake in an attempt to make the person flinch. So I do that. Nothing. He is looking at me with the most stone cold, unwavering eyes.
Let's go, Yo-Yo, tee up!
Did this nigga just slap himself? He doesn't even kind of believe that I'm even gonna touch him. But his moment of arrogance left him vulnerable though, because all I had...
I kind of use it as all my anger and stress that I've built up inside. I kind of release that with the pain that like the tattoo brings, right? You kind of think about these things, and then once it's done, and you kind of push it out.
Oh, it's still living.
Oh.
So the tattoo that you're getting today.
Yeah.
This gives me a little bit of that game.
It's more of just a piece that I really like, rather than having the deepest meaning. For me, it's never about like regretting the tattoos. It's like you liked it at this point in time, like that's the meaning behind it, you know?
So the first tattoo was at 14, is what I heard?
15, yeah. Yeah, 15. And
get a waiver sign.
Yeah, I was in Arizona playing at an academy, and my parents came into town, and I kind of begged them and stuff. And it was a tattoo with my goddaughter's birthday, some Roman numerals here on my forearm. And you know, they signed the waiver, I got that done, and then they went back to California, and the tattoo artist had the waiver signed already, so I didn't need no more permission. I would just go back there whenever I saved up some money and got my own tattoos, and then that's how it started. This is the shop right here. Oh, now the pain begins. What's up, bro?
Hey, man.
Upstairs?
Yeah, upstairs.
I'm like excited, but so nervous.
Yep.
No pain. Here's the chair of doom.
If you had to pick one, like if someone, like let me get to know you through one tattoo.
Yeah, probably my leg, this one. The Joker.
Yeah. Oh, he has a whole nother help.
It's just cool, and then the Why So Serious is awesome, and the meaning behind that. And my boy Fabio did that too. Look at him. Yes, sir.
You ready?
Let's do it. That one?
This one?
Right here?
Cool. Okay.
To help myself, I do therapy once a week. Okay, yeah. I like how it looks though. Whether that's in person or Zoom, you know, I make it work to just help my mental state be at the best that it can be and be like free when I'm able to focus on soccer and not have much thoughts in my head. The biggest thing was just there's more pressure on you on the soccer side to perform better. I think that's the biggest thing that has changed. Going out to Target and having to take, 10 pictures or 5 pictures is definitely like new things, but it's all things that I dreamed about as a kid, right? So it's pretty cool to say that that's becoming a reality.
The breaking the nose story went crazy.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you saw a bunch of comments?
Yeah, it was right after surgery, so I was like a little out of it, and I saw this stuff and I thought it was like a joke, because I woke up from surgery and like my family was there and my agents, and they were like calling me big balls and all this stuff. And dude, it was hilarious. I thought like my robe was like showing or something, because I was just in the bed like chilling, and I was like, what? And I was like panicking. It was funny at first, but then to think about it, it was just kind of crazy to make such a big comment about a player like me, like any player, just making a comment about them, but just to show the meaning behind it, right? To show that he meant that I was determined and to play for my country, fighting through things and stuff like that, was super cool. And I think it might have been the best decision of my life to continue to play with a broken nose, right? Because it is showing people a side of me and has opened doors, so that's pretty sick. Outside of soccer, I have a long-term goal is to open up a nightclub. Yeah, I want to own a nightclub. Just kind of make
to do was hit his hand as soon as he put his back on mine. So after slapping himself, he puts his hand back down on mine, and the nanosecond it touches mine, I swing as fast as I can. And he dodges it, meaning that we had to switch positions. He flips his hands.
Let's go.
Actually, I don't think
Let's go.
I said, hey, yo.
Nah, don't rap. Slap. Let's go.
I place my hands on top of his, and I know he can feel the shaking of, He slaps my hands. He pump fakes. I flinch. And eventually I end up flinching 3 times. 6 times. 9 times.
You know what time it is, yo-yo.
Damn. Please. I'm getting bodied so hard.
I'm Abby, and these are H-E-B Summer Limited Edition chips. This summer we have chili cheese fries, spicy lime cucumber, and tango with mango.
A lot
you
of
can
what I
only
do
find
is
these at H-E-B.
I like-
H-E-B Summer Limited Edition chips. 2 Texas with love.
Definitely a big hack
Chris loves flying, and he loves helping others soar to new heights too. So he built a course on Kajabi that turned his passion into a business. That took off into a community where aspiring pilots share their progress, gain confidence, and navigate their journeys together. That's the perfect blend that transformed him from a pilot into an entrepreneur.
Heard that a group of kids is formed behind us now. He places his hand next to my face, winds it back. I try to move out of the way, but this other kid holds me in place. Damn. You don't have to do this.
It's too late, yo-yo. A gorilla wins!
I am now 22 years of age, and to this day, I have never been hit as hard as I got hit that day, bro. I fall to the ground, and I lay there in defeat. Once again, the craziest part about this whole story is that no one got in trouble because it was just seen as a game.
3, my hand, 6, my face. Wait, please. Hey, get off the ground. Don't try that dirt in my classroom. Goofy kids.
I literally got slapped like 5 times today, and the faculty did absolutely nothing. But if I would have hit them back, it would have been a fight, not a game, and they would have immediately been on.
Mr. Yo-Yo, what do you have to say for yourself?
I have to say, hey, yo! Safe space, that's what you teachers tell, but don't show me. But if I stand up for myself, I'm wrong. Are you joking? You a pot. I'm on my soul things. I'll stomp you out of some Timbs and make your brain pop like Moby.
Man, how is it my fault you can't fight? guess a L is something you can't take light. Better come correct. You don't know me. Cause I got a special beam on my cannon for green niggas like you know, bro.
Keep a laser tool. What you smoking? This light finna leave you in the sky walking like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Don't troll me, cause when I put up a band, my ninjas will put the metal on your dome and crush you out like a rogue Shinobi.
Yeah, public school is a war zone, man. Moral of the story. A grizzly bear is absolutely dog walking a gorilla, bro.
Gorilla right there, bear right there.
Shit, even if I go like, let's say if I go look on like fucking, I'm gonna look on Twitch first. If I go look on Twitch and I look at the fucking, let me see, Vindicus Define Faith. If I go look at the fucking category for it, it has over 1,000 people that follow it and 57 people that watch it. And that's usually the trick to getting followers, like not going to those 300,000, 400,000 where it's like one in a million chances somebody see it, but the ones with lower ones, people be like the people that understand what we do watch those.
The bear's gonna stand up.
If I go on there, so that's I would still play that. I'd still play this game. It's fun as hell. Like since I started this shit has been fun. Let me see.
If a gorilla can catch a grizzly bear, I guess. Bro, the average size of a silverback gorilla is like 5 to 500 pounds. Y'all niggas about to get me hot.
They finna have I said they got the fucking army military party thing broadcasted live on Kick. The army, okay, well you probably know everybody, but Trump is having a birthday today. It's gonna be like a fucking, I don't know. I just know, go ahead. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So it's just people on Twitch watching. That's why I put it on just chat, because people are still like watching it. They're viewing it like, you know, like people, somebody might see this game and be like, oh, this actually looks fun. Different regions. Like it's so much stuff going on here. They got that too. Like they got that too. That's why I had picked, because it's 2 dual wielding classes. It's the one I got, or it's the first one, and then it's the one with like, it's like a Odachi. It's a samurai. You'll know it when you see it's like a samurai variation. Yeah, it's like Odachi and Orochi and Odachi, the 2 swords he got.
Communicating project status and timelines can be challenging. Turning complex data into clear, actionable insights sometimes feels overwhelming, and that can lead to misalignment and confusion. But what if you could transform project data into compelling visuals in a fast and simple way, without any hassle? Well, with Office Timeline, you can do that right inside Microsoft PowerPoint. It's designed to make your life easier. Just pick your favorite project management tool and watch as your data becomes a clear-cut timeline that you can then customize to fit your team's needs and branding. Office Timeline turns complex information into powerful visuals, saving hours of manual work. And when it comes to plans, pick what works best for your team. Choose Light if you just need the essentials, Plus for tools that offer greater precision and customization, or Expert if you need the advanced integrations and features that bring maximum efficiency for entire organizations. Transform your project data with Office Timeline to bring clarity, alignment, and results for your teams and stakeholders. Visit officetimeline.com to start creating clear, impactful timelines today.
In my last gym-related video, I talked about the different types of people and things that you see at the gym. And at the time, I was relatively new. So now that it's been about a year, I've realized there's a lot that I missed. Like most new gym goers, I used to be a chronic leg day skipper, but I've been hitting them like twice a week now. And I'll say it with my chest, I hate leg day, bro. It's the hardest day by far, for the sole reason of how sore it makes you. You'll hit chest, get up the next day like, man, I'm a little sore. Good session, yo-yo, I'm proud of you. Thanks, chest. You'll hit shoulders and arms and get up the next day like, how's that arm pump looking, bro? Fire. Good job, boy. Appreciate you. You'll hit legs in the next day. And notice how I didn't say get up, because you'll be unable to move all day, and when you do finally move, it'll be because of a cramp.
Join the more than 7 million adults, like Chef Franklin, who've taken Ozempic.
I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at 27. As a chef, it could have set me back. I didn't let it. I'm Chef Franklin Becker, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I'm lowering my A1C and lost some weight too. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death. And others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
In your soul, you gotta thank God that you're still growing old. If them demons you're fighting won't go away, drop on your knees and pray. Don't let your past fighting your name. We will all be judged the same someday. Life can get hard sometimes, I know. You gotta get up and walk straight and narrow. When they're chasing you down with an old bloodhound and you're running through the fields for your life, you gotta get up, son, I know they're gunning for you.
I mean, when people say ass to grass, they mean their squat form, but I'm talking about laying on the ground in pain, bro. Legs are the only muscle that'll punish you for training them. And as a taller guy, squatting just sucks, bro. The range of motion is ridiculous. I mean, one rep takes like 3 business days, but I like the idea of having big legs more than I hate leg days. So I'm gonna keep doing them. Not like I had a choice though, because I couldn't quit and cancel my membership if I wanted to. I recently changed gyms, so I had to cancel my membership, but I swear, the desk people make it so difficult, bro. Hey, I'd like to cancel my membership.
Objection.
Okay. Yeah, I'd really like to cancel my membership.
All right, draw 4.
It's not even how the card... Just cancel my shit. I would honestly not be surprised if there was some dude out there that tried to cancel his gym membership and the desk manager challenged into a Western style duel. They be defending that jaunt with their honor, bro. Golly. And if by the very slim chance that you do cancel it, they just hit you with hella fees. The cancellation fee, the service fee, the just cause I can fee, the fee FIFO bump. I wouldn't even be complaining if I had the extra bread, but with how many times I throw my phone on the floor at the gym, I need all my coins. Look at this. Phone look like 50 Cent post shooting. It's not my fault, bro. You just get in the zone and toss your phone. Many men wish death upon. It gets brutal, bro. I can't even lie. I know I be in the background of some of these people's videos like 1, 2, up, Caught this creep looking at me at the gym. No, see, this is no, I didn't mean to. I need y'all to leave my phone alone though, because I posted one singular physique update and y'all was talking about my phone being my spotter, bro. Y'all was on my ass. Leave me alone. On that note though, people be going crazy with asking for spots. There are genuinely people out there who can't operate without a spotter. I get trying to be safe and avoid an injury. I got no problem with that. But if you call me over to spot you and I end up watching you do 15 reps with perfect form, no help, I'm up a different type of weight. What is the point of getting a spot for everything? Yo, I'm about to warm up on bench. Do you mind spotting me? The bar can be heavy sometimes. Sure. Yo, I'm about to do some push-ups. Could you spot me? Sure, man. Yo, bro, my wife wants a divorce. Could you spot me? Up. Okay, good. We got 3 more sets. I'm exaggerating, but I've never really been the type to ask strangers to spot me. I should though, because my friends are terrible spotters. Don't even get me started on my friend Cheerio. Not only at the gym, but he does this thing where he'll be with you for one moment, but if you turn your head even slightly for a singular nanosecond, he'll just disappear with no trace to do some type of side quest. And I'm being so serious though. Like, I'll ask him to spot me on bench, hop on, start my set, and you'll just be across the gym having a full-blown conversation. But I mean, I guess that's better than a spotter who absolutely refuses to let you struggle. Like, some people will spot you, and if they see even an ounce of strain in your body, they'll re-rack that weight quick as hell, man.
You almost had it, bro. Don't worry, you'll get it next.
Damn, you hit the spot.
Saga's a valid spotter though. That's my guy right now. I don't use spots for the most part, but I get why people do. Failing lifts is embarrassing. I remember this one time I was deadlifting. I'm doing my thing.
Up 1, down, up 2.
I'm going crazy. I get to my heaviest set and a dude comes up and asks me how many sets I have left, to which I say 1 more. And I don't know why I do this, but every time someone asks me how many sets I have left and I have 1 more, I'll start the set immediately because I just don't like having people wait on me. So I get ready to hit my set. However, I just finished my previous set like 30 seconds ago and I have 5 plates on each side of the bar, which is heavy for me. So I definitely did not rest enough to hit this, but I didn't want to keep bro waiting. So I set up, grabbed the bar and
down, up.
And that hole does not move.
People like to say communism works in theory. If I tell you I've got this car and it flies and it works in theory, are you getting in to drive off a cliff? You're not. My name is...
Bro, obviously, because I didn't take a break, but now, like a company logo during the month of June, I got hella pride. I can't have some complete stranger who I've never met before and will probably never meet again think I'm weak? What the fuck? So I tell bro, yo, I'm gonna just rest for like a minute or 2 and then try this again. I usually hit it. In no universe should I be attempting this weight twice. So I wait for about 2 minutes, which was what I was going to originally do. The time passes, I get up to the bar.
Down, up.
And that hole moved less distance than the first one. And the first one didn't even move. I look at bro and he's just standing there with absolutely no emotion on his face at all. I really told him to wait and failed to lift twice. It gets worse though. I take a plate off and try to do that.
Down, up.
And I failed that hole too. The only thing I pulled after that was the gear shifter of my car, bro. I went home immediately after that. Failing lifts is easily one of the most embarrassing things you can do. It's like if your car declines,
broke nigga
but
alert,
it's your body.
alert.
And the worst part is when someone comes up to you like,
hey man, you had that.
Like, I get it. I know it comes from a good place, but I hate a you had it ass nigga, bro.
We stand here in loving memory of yet another beautiful soul lost to cancer. But to be honest, man, I think she had that, bro. She could have pushed harder.
Like, that logic does not make sense to me. You saw me fighting for my life.
Bro, I'm just saying you had
And I'm just saying, hey, yo! Now listen here, man. I ain't had shit. I'm gonna do a drive-by in the Uber if you keep watching my list. Get off my dick and get some motion. Mess with me and Larry gonna wheel you around when my chopper leave you like Ronnie Coleman.
Hell nah. You talking about motion? When I got way more funds than you. I lift my pump cover, you know I got way more guns than you. I mean, with these banana clips, you could call me George the way I'ma spray and start washing tons of
More motion than me? Man, you went way over your head. You think I'm from Alabama the way I'm rolling and praying?
Keep it a stack. We in the gym, so you know we could go rack for rack. Ask your girl when she let me hit from the...
My girl, you ain't hit nothing. You on steroids. I know your sperm count is 1. Hey, everybody. This nigga broke with erectile dysfunction. He really low income. You said that nigga dick little. Okay. I've said a lot because I wanted to get everything that I missed in the last video out, but I got one more thing I forgot. Cardio, bro. When it comes to cardio, you just
give a fuck about a nigga and what he gon' say. 110 on the dash and I swerve in the lanes. I got a shorty and she from the Bay. She don't even know my name, but she still give it face cause she know I got bank. And I know she gonna chase cause I got an M as a capital one, no way. I took the wrong road, it was taking a toll, but I swerved out. Since a teen, a nigga always way pros, not surprised that it worked out. Listen, big body beam, I be racing the whip. I'm getting tired of chasing the shit. You would think that I'm so Illuminati the way I get straight to the bitch.
Get me straight to the bitch.
Kudos. Back in the day, I was drawing in class, but now I make money off 2 those. Rats in the bank and I'm chasing my cash. Got a mill in my mind and I'm too close. And these niggas corny like fructose. Only thing on my mind is the money. If you try to take it, I take out my chopper and it's gonna kick you like judo.
So, it appears that there's a lot of so much shit to do. So, maybe I'm not doing something right here. just gonna take it
Chris loves flying, and he loves helping others soar to new heights too. So he built a course on Kajabi that turned his passion into a business. That took off into a community where aspiring pilots share their progress, gain confidence, and navigate their journeys together. That's the perfect blend that transformed him from a pilot into an entrepreneur.
Not only is her phone in a shopping center, but it's at an iPhone repair shop. Oh shit, this dude is actually stealing her phone. Area is nothing like I imagined. Window grills, broken down cars. This dude lived in the slums. Man walks right by the car, hops in a blue Jeep, and leaves. And so does the location. In-young looks at her friend.
Yo, follow him.
Yo, I'm definitely following. Yo. You're what? So this video was actually recorded like minutes after the last video. Go watch that if you haven't. So, you know what I'm saying? Hair, bonnet, it's wet. I changed my shirt though. So don't say I don't do anything for you. Now, in the past, I've talked about being an introvert in my efforts to break out of it, and I have met a really good group of YouTube friends, but like, don't really feel like they counted. So I've recently branched out and made some friends outside of YouTube. And of those friends, one of them happens to be in this story. Meet In-young. She came here from Korea to work, and we've been gym partners. She's really good at leg day, and I'm not. So we kind of help each other out. But of all my friends, she's definitely the one that goes out the most. So by association, I'm always getting dragged out to do some type of side quest. I mean, she once fell off an electric scooter in front of my crib, so I had to clean up more blood off the street than a DEA agent. She once got drunk with her friend at like 2 a.m. on a Monday, and I had to take them both home. I mean, a homeless almost broke into my car when I was with her. The people like her are the reason that I stay inside. But that's gang. Like, I don't mind helping. So one day I'm at the crib and I get a text from In-young telling me that she got drunk in an Uber the night before and accidentally left her phone in the car. And she knows this because her laptop is tracking her phone to an address about 15 minutes away. So me being a mans, I stop working and pick her up. She connects her laptop to my phone's hotspot and we head to the location. Now I'm expecting us to be in and out. We drive to whatever suburban household the phone is in, we grab it and then drive out into the sunset. So I'm telling her, yo, call the Uber guy to let him know that we're on the way to get the phone. And she's like,
Actually, I can, because my friend is the one who called the Uber. He's at work right now, so I don't have the information.
So me being a mans, I give her my phone so she can call hers, and hopefully the Uber guy picks it up. She dials her phone, and to my surprise, it starts ringing. And then someone declines the call. We call again.
Your call has been forwarded
straight to voicemail. We look at the laptop and the phone just moved to some shopping center area. In-young panics and tells me to chase him, and I can feel the adrenaline rush to my foot when I hit the brake and a U-turn and go home. I'm not about to get hooked into a high-speed chase so you can check your B-reel. So I tell In-young that we should just turn around and go home because the Uber driver is clearly doing Uber and it doesn't make sense to chase him because Find My iPhone doesn't update in real time. So I go home and we're in my parking lot. I start to call Uber support to see if we can get the guy's information. I look over at In-young's computer to figure out what shopping center it is, and then I realize not only is her phone in a shopping center, but it's at an iPhone repair shop. Oh shit, this dude is actually... So being nerdy, but then he has a come up. And then all the girls start coming back and blah, 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 blah. This is a scenario that many men fantasize about. I mean, when I was a wee lad, I used to fantasize about it myself. And I was lucky. Hey, yo, I'm as lucky as I could have thought. Yeah, like the fortune. I was lucky enough for it to happen to me. And in my last video, I actually hinted about the scenario. And final bond was with a school thought, as some would call it. And the story about this girl is actually going to be my next video. And now it's time to give you guys that story. I am a little sick. Now, before I start this story, I really do want to preface to y'all that I am not lit yet. Now, I've been doing this a while, and we have a beautiful community, and I really do love each and every one of you. But unlike Carl Fredrickson on a Blue Chew, I am not up yet. The movie's called Up. He didn't even need to say the Blue Chew part. Yes, I did. What size shoe you wear, boy? We have not made it yet. I am still very much on the ground. We do not got Hellcat money over here. However, to the untrained eye, it looks that way. And because of that, people tend to think I have way more than I actually do have. Sit down and look. Back in high school, I liked this girl who was named Christine. Now, Christine was artistic. Hey, I said artistic. Bro, speak clearly. She was always drawing in class, which was also the same thing that I always did. We would just show up to class with fat-ass sketchbooks and just draw the whole time. Now, we never spoke. She didn't know I existed. And honestly, that was enough for me to fall in love. So I became obsessed quick. I wanted nothing more than to talk to this woman. I just couldn't build up the courage to for the life of me. But holy was I trying. The worst thing I do is follow this girl. Like, I changed my path in the hallways to make sure I was behind Shorty. Not because I wanted to stalk her, but because I wanted to talk to her, but I just couldn't. So it turned into me just following her. Like, I would literally be within a foot distance of her, like, just trying to force myself to tap her shoulder. I just never could. And I did that from the time our semester started to the end of school every day. And during the last week of school, I knew something had to change. Now, of all the different hallway paths in the school that I took to try to talk to this girl, the one that was going to give me the best shot was the one that we both had to walk in before lunch, because it was the longest strip of hallway that we both had to walk. Now, me and this girl shared a class that was right before lunch. So the bell rang, and then we'd walk down the hallway, and then it branches off two ways. So the left was for people with cars who had to eat off campus, and the right was for people without cars who had to eat on campus food. Now, this girl could drive, so she would always go to the left, and I couldn't, so I would always go to the right. So if I was going to spit at this girl, it would have to be in this hallway, and it would have to be before she goes to the left. That gave me like 30 seconds to talk to this girl. And that's terrifying. I mean, every day I wake up, look in the mirror, put my smart ass on, try to, tell myself, today is the day. I go to school, sit in class. Now, why was I dressing like this, bro? This video gonna get me tight. I go to school, sit in class, class would end. Leave, walk in the hallway, follow her.
All right.
Go right. And it went like
Here we
that.
go.
She'd go left, I'd go right. She'd go left, I'd go right. Day. Until the last day of school. So the last day comes up, everyone's in class, we're all just chilling because you don't do nothing on the last day of school. I'm drawing, she's drawing, and like a bunk bed at a dating party, something comes over me. That was not in the script. I get up, put my game face on, I walk to her, and I compliment her art. She actually rocks with it. She goes, "Oh my God, thank you. I be seeing your stuff too. I really like your style." Thanks. Well, have a good summer. And I walk my dumb ass back to the desk, bro. This story gets me so tight. And why was I dressed like this? I folded, bro. That was the perfect opportunity to start a conversation, and I just couldn't handle it, bro. This girl scared me. So I go back to my desk and draw like a idiot. The bell rings and everyone gets up and starts walking to lunch. And I'm hot, bro, because I did realize that I was that I was stupid for not talking to her. So embarrassed and determined not to leave with an L, I follow her in the hallway with nothing but the intention to talk to her. We walk in the hallway, catch up to her. She goes left and I go left, bro. I'm not leaving with an L. So we're walking and I'm behind her and I'm just trying to think of what to say, but I'm just drawing blanks. And eventually the hallway ends. We leave and we're at the courtyard of the school, and the courtyard ends and we end up in the parking lot. I have been following this girl for like 5 minutes at this point, bro, but eventually she gets to her car, gets in her car, drives off. She gets to the entrance of the school, She goes left, and I go right. And I just keep walking, bro. Like, I feel stupid, and I didn't want to look goofy and turn around and just walk back to the cafeteria. So I just kept walking on the sidewalk until I reached the CVS, and then I just stood there. I don't even think I ate lunch that day, man. And that was it. School ended, and I went home hurt. And I never saw her again until years later. Now, that summer was the summer that I took YouTube seriously. Now, when I say seriously, I don't mean I blew up, because this was 2018 and I didn't blow up until 2020. So when I say seriously, I meant I was just seriously making mid-ass videos. But I was posting weekly, I was showing up. So I grinded that whole summer, got a 9-to-5, got kicked out of my mom's crib, lived with my friend, and just grinded my 9-to-5 in YouTube there for a couple years. And then I blew up in 2020. And that was the first year that I had my own apartment. So one day I'm just chilling in the crib and I get a follow from this girl. And for some reason she looked mad familiar, but I just couldn't put my finger on it. But she was bad. So I stalk her IG highlights, and you ever be like stalking someone's highlights and like they be saying like May 2018, May 2019, May 20, like you going through them and they're forever, and then they just cuts into one that was posted like 15 seconds ago, bro. That shit be making me sick, because it's like, how did you go 3 years without posting a highlight, bro? So I'm going through her shit, and eventually I get to a story that says 10 minutes ago. Oh fuck, I moved my camera. That's for sure gonna show up in the recording. Bro, I clicked that bit, and that bit that whole says 5 minutes, so I can't just view her story and not do nothing. So I was already in too deep. So I stalked all of her highlights, and at that point I didn't really care. So I'm looking, and I realize it's Christine, bro. I recognize the art from high school on her highlights. And I'm just sitting there like, no way. So I initiate the IG maiden dance. You know what it is. You like a couple pictures, they like a couple pictures, you DM, they respond. But I didn't even get to DM, because as soon as I liked a few pictures, she skipped it and just hit me with a, hey, 3 Ys, heart emoticon. Shit. I'm just looking at that DM, and I can feel the younger me inside going, today is the day. But we still gotta lock in. Now, at this point in my life, I wasn't as much of a dork as I was in high school, but I was still a Poindexter ass nigga. I mean, I'm a square to this day for real. But hey, Clifford! She did not have to know that. So when I responded to that first DM, I'm trying to portray the most chill, laid-back personality that I can. No emojis, no nothing. Like Dan Schneider to an ABT. I'm trying to get off on the right foot, and I think it was working, because I'm getting all kinds of, oh, I wish we linked in high school. We should have linked. I'm looking at the phone like, oh, it's like that. And as the conversation continues, I start to realize this girl was low-key one of those, a stall soldier, a bleacher bandit, a hallway harlot. And I started to think about it, because one of the other reasons I was scared to talk to this girl was because she was always talking to a different guy in the hallway. But at the time, I didn't realize what a school thought was. So I genuinely thought she just had mad guy friends. So realizing this, I come to the conclusion that I need a Carfax. So I hit up my one friend. Now, in any school setting, high school and college, I feel like every guy has that one friend. It could be the same thing for me. That one friend who's had like everyone in the school, bro. I mean, the list of bodies in their phone looks like a damn Pokédex. And this friend for me was a guy who I'll name ran through. I hit him like, yo, I'm talking to this girl from high school. Do you know it? And I go on her IG to send him one of her Instagram posts. And this whore is already in her likes. And at that point, I feel like I don't even really need the Carfax anymore, but I was already in too deep. So I decided to push forward and send him the Instagram post. And he goes, oh shit. Is that Christine? Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing right now. If there is one thing that is always true no matter what gender, if someone's nickname is their name twice, take a hike. For men, John, man, that girl will beat you like Ray Rice. And for girls, if you gotta say the name twice, don't hit, cause you gonna be itching like you got lice. Oh, yes, Lord. And that's no cap. Her name gonna be round of applause, cause she gonna give you the clap. That's such a stupid bit. Bro, if a girl's nickname is her name twice, wrap it up. And if you hit, wrap it up. Cause I'm gonna show you right now the context in which that nickname is being used. Yo, bro.
Yo.
Shorty early. Who was you with? Christine. Oh. Christine. Yeah, you know the vibes. Yeah. The stories that I'm hearing about this girl from Randall are absolutely insane. She had a generational run in high school, bro. I'm talking 2020 Rona levels of bodies. COVID-19, if you will. And I ain't gonna lie, when I was talking to her, she was in college, so I know niggas was passing her around like one for all. I am sick. So we went to Raising Cane's later that day. Hey man, and the date is going pretty well. She's mad cool to talk to. We're talking about anime, art, like all that stuff. I folded, bruh. I was fiending for this girl for a year. I came up and she came back. That is a corny nigga's dream, and I was the corniest of them all. Of course I wasn't gonna pass up on that. So we go back to my crib, put on some anime, and we start to cuddle. And the whole time, my heart is thumping, bro. I'm just sitting there thinking about all the anticipation that led up to this moment. And that makes me extremely nervous. And I can feel that she can feel that because she looks left.
Here we go, Chad.
She looks left and I look right. And we get to doing our thing. And man, today was the day. It was.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
Here's the problem. I was also 20 years old. But you asked me to tweak me to think I was going to be able to control myself.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Hey man, that's not even that big of a deal for her. Just wait a couple of days and I would be okay with her. And hit her with another which, valid. However, that only works if I am mentally attracted to the woman enough to get hyped. Because if post-night hits me.
Changing mags.
Bruh, the 10 seconds was over.
All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Enemy dropping into the AO.
I saw all the signs. I heard all the stories.
Battle Royale.
Oh, we finna get this early ass whooping real quick.
Position. Move to the safe zone.
Oh shit,
Targets are up. Don't take them down. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
I just hit Christine. Yeah, that went crazy, bro.
Somebody's down. Oh shit. Somebody got fucked up already.
Squad mates in the gulag. They'll fight for a chance to redeploy. Enemy UAV overhead.
Alright, perfect. Actually, no, I'll keep this.
Your squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
I could really camp right here. Okay, I guess it's just you and me.
Your squad mate lost.
Where are you trying to go?
They're RTB at this time.
Alright, bet.
Your squad mate failed their mission. They're headed back to base. squad's in the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Damn.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Oh, you little bitch!
Enter the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy.
Enemy in the area. Little bitch.
Juggling, having a reaction channel, a gaming channel, and this animation channel, all while they're streaming. It's been hard. I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'm sorry it took so long.
All right, here we go.
And before we get much further into the animation, I want to first thank our sponsors for this video, Raycons. If you're anything like me, you know you love the music, especially when I'm in the gym getting a lift in or at the cafe getting some work done. I need something inserted into my ears blasting music, bro. And Raycons Everyday Earbuds does that for me perfectly. With the same audio quality that you would expect from the big guys for only half the price. So if you haven't pulled the trigger on a new pair of Raycons, or even if you're in the market for another pair, now is a really good time to check them out. Because Raycons just dropped their updated model of the Everyday Earbuds. These new earbuds offer everything you love and more, including dope designs like mine personally came with this like cool little marbly blue ocean color. I don't really know what to call it, but the texture's tough. But dope designs aside, they also have multiple point connectivity, allowing you to pair the two devices at once, which comes in clutch for me when I'm at the cafe using my phone and my laptop. And they also come in a variety of new colors. I've personally been using the Everyday Earbuds every day now. And let me tell you, the 32-hour battery life is mad clutch, especially with the quick charging functionality, which gives you 90 minutes of battery life in 10 minutes. Not to mention the noise cancellation on these ones is, can I say this? Probably not. But it's beautiful. Seriously, if you wanted to check out a pair of Raycons, there's truly no better time. And with Raycon's 30-day happiness guarantee, what are you waiting for? Well, click the link in my description or go to buyraycon.com/yo808 to get 15% off your Raycons purchase. Once again, thank you to Raycons for sponsoring the video. Let's get back into it. Astro Dior just texted me. I only fuck with you for clout, IRL, not friends. Never forget, I'll never befriend an ape like you. I don't know if y'all can read that. You are a grown ass red. Get out of my fucking iMessages, bro. Actually, that text perfectly goes with the video, so I'm actually using that. I don't know what it. I tried to transition. I don't know what it is about me, bro, but I just have this tendency of catching strays. There have just been too many occasions of me just chilling, and then unprovoked, out of nowhere, I end up looking like Swiss cheese or 50 Cent. I just can't not catch strays like my friends. Extremely unfunny people. But when it comes to roasting me, niggas turn into fucking prime Dave Chappelle. I was talking about swimming.
Use this time for some target practice. The real thing is coming soon.
Yo, just watch this.
Enemy soldier incoming.
In what I'd rather you just say nice video. You ugly fuck and keep it pushing.
Taking fire.
Yeah, motherfucker.
So I was like,
Reloading.
I slid into this one girl. Now at the time when I slid into DMs, I would actually like sit down.
Prep time's over. Now you deploy to the war zone.
No habla español.
Because what's the point of crafting a perfect message if the girl isn't even going to respond? Anyway, what you say,
Thank God. I was afraid all y'all spoke Spanish.
Battle Royale.
Bro looks like this.
You want to go to the hospital?
So him sliding into DMs with the game of rich.
Get clear of the gas. Get to the fight zone.
If I can trick a girl with her IG pictures into thinking I'm stupid, she'll just go on my story. This is something like this.
Primary objective is to eliminate all targets.
Oh, motherfucker.
Perfectly normal slide, in my personal opinion. Like my message, responses. So I'm like, charge to the game. Usually what I like to do is I like
switching next.
hours, I usually unfollow, take my lights back, and just hit the road like that ant with that stick bag like that, and just walk away. So as a
Enemy UAV is online.
Profile of them, you can see a photo dump. Mind you, this girl had like 2 posts up, so I know what Hollywood ass was not posted often. I knew this was a rare occurrence. I clicked the post, and the caption reads, bro,
When you live with diabetes, progress is having your coffee like you like it, without an audience.
Got one right here. Nah, bitch, where you running? Yeah.
Track your glucose in real time, so everyone else doesn't have to. And over time, it can help lower your A1C. Confident choices.
Where's his buddies at?
Your life. This is progress. Learn more and try for free at freestylelibre.us.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead.
There's no way they would have left him all the way over here by himself.
With glare-free technology.
Moving here.
Even smarter with smart things.
don't know. Why did I didn't post? This girl went in her camera, found pictures, clicked the plus sign, posted all the pictures, and typed out a caption. Instead of shutting down my DM, mind you, she liked the DM. I just don't know. There was nothing. And I was just upset because, like, shorty, I was on my way out the door. I didn't need that. And now, like, she probably thinks I unfollowed her because of the post. And I know that's fake. Like, bro, come on, bro. And I would say that's the craziest IG DM strain that I've caught before. But no, there was this other time I slid in this girl's DM. She left me on scene and fucking followed me. And the nigga followed her back, bro. I just don't know why I'm always... To cut myself a little bit of bail, I did have bright pink wicks, so that did hurt the aura a little bit. This shit hasn't happened recently, but you know. But this video isn't about IG DMs, it's about strays. And funny strays aren't the only ones that I catch. There have been 2 situations where I can vividly remember
Marking sniper system.
grown-ass men wanting to fight me for nothing. So boom, I'm driving the target this way. I could have took the yacht, but I just felt like driving it. But this particular target was in a plaza, so there was like stores everywhere and various parking lots and shit. I'm making my way down the plaza and I see this Tesla with this reverse lights on. Now I'm going like 10, so I'm thinking there's no way he tries to back out of the spot before I reach him. To my surprise, of course he is. Like why would I even be surprised at that? It's fucking awesome.
Your squad made it to the safe zone.
I'm finna drop my...
You've got gas moving in.
Oh, damn, I dropped my weapon.
Getting out of the way. So I do that. Versus, and like I just swerve to the right, swerve back to the left, in front of him. I'm thinking nothing of it. We're chilling, no accident. So I keep going, and I notice that he's tailgating. So I look out of my rearview mirror to see like what's going on. And in true white guy fashion, this Tesla driver is giving me a double middle finger with no pizzazz. Like, you know, when you flick someone off, you at least do this. Like, you know, the other fingers.
Marking buy station.
You know, aura. Doing this is not intimidating. This just looks like it hurts, bro. If you flick me off and your fingers look like the
Marking buy station.
Anyway, I know a lot of people who would turn up in this situation. And to be honest, on the right day, I would probably turn up too. But like, I guess I was in a really good mood. Because honestly, I felt no need to respond. The only thing I did in response was that. Like, I kept it pushing. I literally avoided a nigga moment. It does not get more peaceful than that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty proud of myself, to be honest. So I ignore that and keep driving in the lot looking for a spot. And I found one in the back.
Marking buy station.
But then I realized right next to the Tesla Chargers. And guess who needed the Chargers car? Bro. So I park. He parks
the bus station
back in, so our cars are literally facing each other. Now he gets out before me, so when he does that, I can see that he's a 6 foot at best, skinny white tech. I mean, twin tower, middle finger, Tesla Model Y, makes sense. But I also see that he's walking towards my car, mad as. Now he don't look angry in a "I'ma beat your ass" kind of way. He looks angry in like a "I'ma report you to the parking lot associate" type of way. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. He's walking towards my car, and I'm thinking there's no way it's that serious. But I'm no bitch, so I hop out the car too, and I swear to you, bruh, he's walking and he just stops, looks at me, and he just does this. It starts walking in the opposite direction towards the target. I have never seen someone fold so quickly. And that was it. I didn't press it or anything. I did see him at the target, and I just kind of like chuckled because it's like, bro, you look goofy as fuck. But other than that, I did nothing. I just thought of it as a crazy straight. Now, there was this other time I was at the gym. Now, this day in particular, I had shoulders. So I was headed to the dumbbell section to do some dumbbell shoulder presses. And there was a guy next to me doing incline dumbbell presses. Now, I think he was using like the 50s or something. I don't really remember. Now, when I do shoulder
I mean, we
presses,
could bum rush it.
with the 45s, do my first set with the 65s.
I just know there's a lot of people over there.
If everything feels good, I'll do a set with 100s just for fun. Because like, I don't really
like people will sit around the bait shop and like, all right, they'll sit around the bot shop and just bait it.
My warm-up set. The guy next
Oh,
to
yeah.
me.
All right.
We end up standing up at the same time. Now, I wave to let him re-rack his dumbbells first. So he racks his 50s and picks up 60s. I rack my 45s and I pick up the 65s. Mind you, when I'm at the gym, I kind of just zone out. Like, you know when you like blur out your eyes? Like, I do that. I wasn't paying attention to looking at anything. I just wanted to lift my weight. So I pick up the 65s, sit down, minding my business. So I do my set. He does his. We both end up getting up at the same time. Again, puts up his 60s. Grabs the 70s, I put up my 65s.
Oh, there's one right there.
And I do my set.
Oh, my
Enemy marked.
I can just like, I can feel him staring at me.
I'm excited to share that we have our second edition of the Refrigerant Charging and Service Procedures for Air Conditioning book. And so this book covers over 100 extra pages, over double the amount of images, in order to include the new refrigerants R32 and R454B. We also are including the older refrigerants R410A and R22. And we also are including a lot of the new procedures that we really use out in the field with these new tools. And so if you want to learn how to check the refrigerant charge, how to troubleshoot using measurement indicators, or how to get a system ready for refrigerant, make sure to check out the Refrigerant Charging and Service Procedures for Air Conditioning book, second edition, at acservicetech.com.
Get an online master's that's more. With a degree from Mays Business School, you'll get access to more opportunities, more support, and even more connections.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Find your program today.
Once again, up until this point, I was completely minding my business. But
Ooh, whole team. Whole team.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
5 pounds above him each time. Probably looks like this nigga probably.
Oh, yeah, bitch!
Changing bags.
But I think that he thinks that I'm trying
Orderly way.
To be honest, I feel more offended than anything. Because listen to me real quick. Unless you're a power lifter, if you're at the gym and you're lifting for the sole purpose of outlifting completely,
Yeah, I got some good ammo
you're
now.
a fucking cornball. It's like, bro, we're all at the gym just trying to get our lifting. I don't give a fuck if you're lifting 10 over me, 10 below me, 400 above the lat. That got nothing to do with me. I'm not you. And I feel like the type of person that goes to the gym for that sole purpose is just insecure and just corny. And I don't like the fact that he lumped me in with that. Like, I love the gym, all that. I feel like I talk about it in my content all the time. I hate being lumped in. The gym, it's just not my,
Oh, shit.
I was actually getting up and doing a different exercise. With that. But the weight was kind of flying, and like I felt like I was going to.
Oh, you little bitch! You little bitch!
I was gonna see it through. There was no way. So I took the question and ignored the situation. He grabs the 80s, I grab the 85s, and right as I'm going to do my set, I realized I can tell that he does not do this weight often, if at all. Like, he is struggling getting the bitches to the bench. But, you know, ego, I guess. So he sets up, dumbbells on his legs, leans back, wobbly as fuck, bro. He gets a rep up, surprisingly, but like as he's going down, he just completely loses his balance and just drops both the dumbbells. Boom! And I can see him in the corner of my eye doing the walk of shame, like getting him back up and putting him on the rack. I do my set, quick, easy 8. I put him on my knees, and I go to re-rack. And as I'm re-racking, I'm like, that felt good, so let me go ahead and grab these hundreds. You know what I'm saying? I had a great set. I did 7 with a pause rep at the end, bro. I was so proud. I re-rack, I sit down to take a break. So I'm just sitting there looking at the mirror, and I see him next to me, and his head is turned in my direction. I can see it. I'm literally looking at the mirror, looking at him stare at me, but I decide not to stare back. He looks at me, looks back into the mirror, lifts up his shirt to reveal his chiseled six-pack abs, and then does this. I know there was some jiggling going on. Come on, let me tell the story. He slaps his abs, looks at me again, and walks away. Did this nigga just call me fat? Now, if you see in the video and what I did just now, I'm not the most chiseled of dudes, bro. I got a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying? But damn, bro, you had to, like, the fuck did I had to call that out? Like, damn. But yeah, he did his workout. I did my workout. We ignored each other, and I just left. It's like, I don't know what it is, bro. I just can't not catch strays. Once again, I do want to say I'm sorry that this video took so long. It's just been really hard trying to juggle the reactions, the gamings, the daily streamings, still post, like, you know, it's just a lot, but I'm
We're heading to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by.
Yeah, bitch.
KIA.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
All stations green light. We're deploying to the war zone.
Discount for a limited time only. Download Google Play Games today.
Battle Royale.
Hey, y'all mark where y'all want to go.
Be advised, gas is closing in. Keep to the safe zone.
out of the tree that we were in.
What the fuck?
Matrix, bro. I made this.
Got movement here. DZ set, stand by. Scratch that.
Now, when it comes to enacting said solution, voice
Hunt down the enemy.
and I arrived and were waiting at the terminal to get picked up by my mom. The bus terminal. Yeah, we moved from South Carolina to Austin, Texas
Squad mates in the
by
gulag.
bus.
They'll fight for a job to redeploy.
24-hour commute, smelly bus. We got stranded in Dallas, but we made it out alive. I'm telling you all this. During that 24-hour time span, something happened to my brain. I vividly remember staring out the window and looking at a field and thinking, I'm gonna be homeless. I was a straight C-17.
Squad mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy.
No money, and no idea what I wanted to do post-high school. And by like hour 4 of that bus ride, I was in more
Squad mate
existential
is belly
dread
up.
than before.
They're returning to base.
I was having a midlife crisis at the age of 17. So that drove me, pun intended, to make my first step towards content creation. I made this Instagram account that I started to post my art on. Now, I've always drawn, but when I made that art account, it really motivated me to improve my craft and develop actual skill and a cohesive style. And it showed because months after, when I started the new school in Texas, my art teacher pulled me to the side and she liked my style and said I should go to an after-school art camp.
Get lit up!
Professional artist.
Squad mates in the gulag.
Oh, you little motherfucker! Ah!
Switching bags.
She actually really liked the idea of me going to a camp and expressing myself. So she ended up driving me there, and it took place downtown at this museum. We pull up, I get out of the car, and I go into the building. And in true African-American it was late. So when I get into the class, the teacher's already in the middle of a lesson and stuff. So I'm walking in, looking for a seat, and I realize this class is just filled with women. Not only women, but fine artsy women. This. Okay, my dog knows to cook. Sucks. I am very much afraid of women at this point in my life, bro. So I walk down that aisle hitting the weather app calculator combination, making eye contact with no. I sit down and I hear, all right, class, I'm gonna need you guys to pair up in groups of 2 so we can start the next drill. And hearing that in a class filled with people, no, not people, women. Hearing that in a class filled with women was petrifying. So everyone stands and starts pairing up, and I'm just aimlessly walking around trying to find someone to be my partner. And I hear, hey, I look up and there's this girl facing me waving. Oh my God, you're here? Is she talking to me? I have no clue who this girl is, but she is seemingly mad excited to see me. I'm thinking maybe she's like a classmate of mine that I've never met or something. I know you hear me. What are you doing here? Well, my teacher said I should pull up. Do you want to be my partner? Jessica, oh my God, is that you? Becky, I didn't know you were coming. This girl was not talking to me. She was talking to someone behind me, and I know both of them saw me in the middle, waving like a dumbass, trying to start a conversation.
You don't have to be an expert to create something you are happy with. My animation is inspired by the energy, colors, and light of Kuala Lumpur. I'm Michael Lim, and I'm a 2D animator.
With Google Workspace, Drive lets you easily search your files, making videos, PDFs, and over 100 other file types accessible from wherever you are. That's secure storage made easy with Google Workspace.
And they disregarded my whole existence, bro. That's all I'm saying is they better chill with the disrespect, because the last person to get rejected at an art camp started camps of his own. So after that happens, I'm about ready to call it quits and just dip. But I bump into this girl who I could tell was as nervous as me, and I'm pretty sure she could tell that I was nervous as well, because we both sat down without a word, no hello or nothing, and just partnered up. Just relieved we could find a partner without having to look anymore. So everyone pairs up, and the instructor tells us that we have to draw our partner without looking at the paper and only looking at them. So we look at each other and make eye contact for the first time. And I can't lie, this girl was kind of fun. So we get to drawing each other, and eventually we get the courage to start talking. I mean, staring into someone's soul for 5 minutes is a great icebreaker. It's kind of hard to not start a conversation after looking at someone for so long. Helen Keller could never. So we finished drawing each other. Hers was asked, by the way, and we spend the rest of the class like learning and stuff. But I'm not gonna lie, me and let's name this girl Ash, me and Ash are just chatting the whole time. We're talking about art, what we like, what school we go to, like all that. Fast forward to the end of class, and Ash asked asked to see my art. God damn. So I pull up my art Instagram on her phone and I follow myself. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit had me feeling like the smoothest nigga to come out of South Carolina since Duke Dennis. Chop it up for a little bit more and then we go our separate ways. Now this art camp thing happened every Saturday. So during the next week, I'm
with the northern wind. Remember that you'll be a conversation. There's two sides to every story, and only one which matters. You're old. No.
Seriously, but the problem
Try and stop me.
YouTube and talking to a girl full time, I was stretched a little thin, and something had to give. So unfortunately, I had to make the hard decision of cutting off school completely from my regimen. But because I stopped taking school seriously, my grades tanked, bro. Like, I think I had a 37 in pre-cal. But I had a promising career and a baddie, so I could care less. So the Saturday for the camp comes along, and I'm excited. I'm packing, I'm texting Ash and stuff like that, but then my mom knocks on my door. And by knock, I mean she knocked twice and then opened the door immediately. And she comes in on hot, bro. She's yelling, her boyfriend comes in, he's yelling, I got a 37 on calculus, I didn't raise you like this. They're going off, and I kind of just let them get it out without saying a word until I hear, you're crazy if you think I'm letting you go to this camp. Bam, and just like that, I was cooked. I mean, Ash lived 45 minutes away, didn't go to the same school as me. I had no way to get to the camp, and you can only text someone but so much. So I didn't go to that class or the next one.
Now, I usually don't get my ass kicked on For Honor, but in most cases, this game is like a little bit more technical than most.
One day I'm at school, and I get a text, hey, I'm gonna be going to the Christmas lights with my cousin tonight. I was wondering if you wanted to go with me. Now my pre-cal grade right now is either a 37 or a number 2 low from either one that opened me mid on YouTube. So there was no way my mom was gonna let me go. But this was my chance to see Ashley, and I was not gonna miss it. Once again, if I have a problem, I'm going to come up with a solution. So I spent the rest of that class picking up the plan. So the Christmas lights were at 10, which is around the time my mom returned from work. And I knew if I could turn off my bedroom light and leave before 10, my mom would go to sleep. So I could go to the lights, and when I come home, I'll just go into the back room because we have chickens. So the back would be open and the back door would be chickens. So I had my way out, and I had my way back. And I just had to think of transportation. Now the lights were just a little cost us $30 even there, and back was $60. And 17-year-old me had absolutely no emotion. I was thinking it's like $60. But I did
Round one.
Get 45.
Here we go.
Legally, I'll tell you how I did that in a different story. Just a mistake. So I go get the $45. It could take one win. So I was gonna have to spend $15 on the bus ticket there.
Oh, you little bitch!
Victory!
And on some Disney Channel.
Yeah!
Covers like under my sheet. There's no way that would work. But I turn the light off and I start walking a mile to the bus stop. I get on the bus, show the bus driver my ticket.
Round 2.
Get on the bus, I put in my headphones, and I'm chilling, bro. The fact that I was able to come up with this plan in the span of 6 hours, I was proud of myself. Bro. I can't lie. I'm like, man, it really worked. I'm about to go see Ash again. Okay, dog. Then I wake up. It was like 10 the night before to finish the video and post. This girl gave me these plans. I was tired. I had absolutely
victory.
I decided to call it quits, bro. I checked the Uber app to see if I can get home, and I can't afford the Uber home. So I'm late for the date, but I just got to see it through at this point. I checked the bus route that I'm on.
Round 3.
Different route than the one to get to the destination that I was trying to get to. However, it's only off by like a half mile. If I ran down the highway, I could try to make the next stop. So I get off that bus and I bro, mind you, it's like 10 p.m. I am literally running on the highway to get to this next stop. I get to the stop. And I'm just standing there with 3 choices. I either try to catch up to
victory
to me to pick me up and then take me 30 minutes back to the lights. And unfortunately, I go with that choice. Going to a Chinese restaurant on the side of the road.
Okay.
Car pulls up, I hop in. What? That car is awkward as fuck, bro. No one is saying anything. So after a long 30-minute drive, we finally make it to the Christmas lights. We get out, and me and Ashley are walking around looking at all the lights and stuff. In silence, no one is saying anything. She was way too mad, and I was way too embarrassed for the situation to not be awkward. Mind you, I only met this girl once, and that was like a month and a half ago. I've never met her outside of camp, and her first impression of me was having to drive an hour to pick me up because I was too broke for an Uber and too stupid for a bus. So needless to say, it's really not going well. After about 10 minutes of silence, I'm stopping and pull out my sketchbook and show her a drawing that I'm working on. And finally, after getting some common interests, we start talking after a little while. I'm finally getting to practice. And it's finally going good. We start walking.
Oh, you want it again, man?
That was kind of a vibe. The wind is blowing in there. Christmas lights are shining on my face. Our eyes are locked. Almost in the same way they were. It's time. Grab a bean. She jerks back. Tears falling out of the tree.
You want this, man? I give it to you, man.
You gotta make a girl lean back when she's on the Matrix, bro. I made this girl lean in an angle that only Michael Jackson himself could compete. She gets out of the tree.
I'm gonna get you, man. I'm gonna get you, bro. Oh, look at you. You done got serious.
Round one. What I think happened was the fee to buy the visa was more than expected.
Yeah, here we go.
Plus that left me the less than $30 to get the Uber back. So I'm sitting into installing this girl. I had to drive an hour to pick me up. I'm like, try to drive me home. Class calls me an Uber. Needless to say,
bitch!
Victory! Round two.
That is how it is done, you see! Flieger! Prove your worth,
Yeah! Ah!
Victory! Round three. Victory!
Damn, bro.
I've had hidradenitis suppurativa HS since I was 14. My abscesses were taking over. It affected my sleep, school, and life. I went to see doctors, was even told it was nothing. It wasn't nothing. I'm stronger than this, so I kept searching.
Take on HS differently with Cosentix. It works from the inside to target a believed source of inflammation that may cause HS symptoms. Real people saw 50% reduction in bumps and abscesses after 16 weeks. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentix. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infection and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur.
I found help. I found relief. You are not alone.
Ask your dermatologist about Cosentix.
you're scrolling around on dating apps and they start suggesting you girls that live 50 to 80 miles away, I'm gonna need you to stop swiping and start stroking, bro. You ran out of holes to scare. There are plenty of fish in the sea. And you caught none of them Facebook. But I'm in the same boat with you. From 2020 to 2021, I was on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, heavy, bro. And this is what I looked like. Only screen I should have been tapping was the one on a treadmill. I could not pull a girl if she had a handle attached to it. So needless to say, on dating apps, I was not matching with girls who had options. I was matching with girls who lived in the middle of nowhere. Well, that's a good thing, because I don't want some harlot who has options in my Bugatti. Wrong. Obviously, I don't want to talk to some girl who has the whole US census in her IG DMs, but I would rather get picked for someone's options than to be someone's only option. Because when you're the only person that someone is talking to, they will attach to you strong and fast, and that's just a recipe for disaster. So I matched with this girl who lives in a small town in Texas about an hour away from me. We talked here and there, and I knew she was feeling me, but like, since there was such a distance in between us, none of us really took it serious. But this one day I got a text from her saying that she would be on 6th Street with some college friends. Now 6th Street is this long road in Austin, Texas that's just riddled with like different clubs and bars and stuff. And at the time I lived downtown on 6th Street. Never doing that again. But the stars aligned. I knew we were gonna find a beat. So, you know, I had to hit her with something suave. You know what I'm saying? I hit her with that. We told her that if she came a couple hours early, I could take her out and show her the time. I didn't want to go clubbing with her because I don't drink and I don't smoke. And I've tried the whole being the sober guy at a club thing. Yo, oh my God, you can't take me anywhere. I'm so So she pulls up our club. Trust me, I did not mind. We're taking her on a cafe date at 12 p.m. It's definitely a very interesting experience. But that aside, she was mad cool, funny, we got along. We had a good time. We walked around the town and stuff. I took her back to my crib. And eventually, it was time for her to go out and party with her friends. Oh my God! But after that, she texted me that she was home. And she came to Austin to party with her friends often. So we actually ended up meeting this one night, I was actually just like, hey, I'm gonna be clubbing with some friends. I was wondering if I could come home, but I had no information to tell her I couldn't.
All right, this guy looked like he might be serious.
Round one. Of independence looked like a suggestion of downtime. If I gotta scroll twice to read some shit, I'm not reading. But I didn't even have to read this whole script that she sent me because the use of capital letters and curse words showed me that she wasn't fucking with me. The way I read it tells me
what the?
A couple hours later, I get a call.
Oh, you little bitch!
Defeat. And now she's lost and drunk and scared. Even though I was really busy at the time, I still care about this girl. I didn't want anything to happen. She's alone. And I knew she was on 6th Street, so I didn't mind.
Round 2.
So I asked for the address of where she's at. She's somewhere in North Austin. In what universe does leaving my friends to blow off some steam translate to going 30 minutes up north? Now I'm mad because I got to go on the whole commute to pick her up. And I should be editing this video. I should have hit her with the so what? I got in my car. So I'm on the highway for like 10 minutes.
Oh, you little bitch! We ain't trying to say you little bitch!
On the way, I'm like 15 minutes away. 15? What? I'm on 6th Street.
Round 3.
What are you talking about? The address you sent me was in North Austin. I'm partying. Obviously, I'm on 6th Street. Why didn't you say anything? Clearly, the address was wrong. Hurry up. I'm scared. So after finding out that it's my fault that she sent me the wrong address, I hate her.
Get an online master's that's more. With a degree from Mays Business School, you'll get access to support, even more.
What the?
Find your program today.
What the? Oh, you look. Oh! Fuck this shit.
Turn and I start heading to where she actually is, which was 5 minutes away from my crib. I pull up and she's there with like 3 other girls talking about, hey, my friends need rides home too. Deep breaths. My car is now a city bus. I'm playing Crazy Taxi if all the characters were drunk college homies. I drop one friend off here, I drop another one off there. This one wants to get food, I drop this one off there, and eventually it gets to me and her in the car. Now, I'm not saying anything, no music, nothing. I haven't given this girl a name yet. We're gonna name her B. I eventually get to B's college friend where she stays with when she goes clubbing. Get there, I tell her good night, and she hits me with the, I'm not tired yet. You better watch some White Noise or George Lopez or something. Good night. Tell her to leave, and she's like, no. I'm like, huh? And in this moment, it was almost as if she sobered up completely because she says in a serious tone for the first time of the night, I know if I leave, you'll never talk to me again. And hearing this gives me a look into the perspective of this girl. I mean, she wanted to hang out with me and she just wants to feel heard and loved. And she doesn't want me to never talk to her again. So I'm trying to get her out of the car so I can never talk to her again. And she is not budging at all, bro. We're arguing. She's crying. I'm trying to get home. I get tired of it, so I just turn the car off, get out, and just wait by the front door of the dorm. Mind you, it's been like an hour now. So my work shit is completely out of the question. And I'm mad about that because now she's not only playing with my time, but she's playing with my money. I won't be able to finish the video the next day. So I'm not hearing her out at all. I'm waiting by the door and she's just staying in the car. And I swear like 10 minutes pass and nothing happens. But then I see her try to hop from the back seat into the driver's seat. And at that moment I was like, now it's my chance. So I rush over to the door, open it, and try to grab her out of the car. I grab her arm and she starts screaming hysterically, bro. And I took the fattest of steps back because that shit looked crazy. There's people on the side of the road looking at me crazy. I'm done. So I completely leave the car alone and go back to the front door. And I'm trying to like think if there's anyone that I know that she knows that I can hit up.
All
like,
right, y'all, we're gonna be back a little later
in my
on.
head trying to think of something, and I